live on air. Welcome to another AwareNow Unplugged. We have the amazing, and I like to say that again, the amazing Tanith Harding, a rock star live from the UK, one of my own motherland. So I am very, very nostalgic at the moment with this. Let me just give you a little bit of a rundown about what this wonderful work this lady does. She is the director of international development for the Roundtable Global, and the legacy project is dedicated to youth development and empowerment. And I'm going to let Tana talk a little bit more about one of the more recent things which she's been dealing with at the moment, but also just to throw in, a digital marketing consultant from Phoenix Rising Global. I just love that. What a great name. So with all this wonderfulness, I'm going to actually let go of all this and hand over to the wonderful Tanith. So I'm going to put my microphone down as we now go unplugged. And how are you doing, Tanith? Great to have you here.
Yeah, really great. Thank you. Really great to be here, Paul. Thanks for having me.
The pleasure is mine, and also now everyone else watching. So kind of, it's like, hello everyone. So I know that I can hear the people behind me getting really restless. They want to hear some of the stuff about you. So I've set the backdrop now. Tell us a little bit more about you.
Okay, so I've got a lot of hats, as you probably noticed when you were doing your research. Predominantly, I work for Roundtable Global, which is a learning and development organisation. We work in probably about 35 to 40 countries around the world now, and we deliver empowerment training. In fact, I was doing a training program for Oman yesterday, so I was up at 4:30 in the morning to be on their time zone, because we're delivering virtually now, as I'm sure everybody is. But as part of my role, I also lead on all of the youth projects. And one of those, you'll see the banner behind me, is the Global Youth Awards. And that's part of the legacy project, as you very kindly mentioned. And that involves us basically setting up and running the awards show every year. But also, as part of the prize of winning, I guess you'd say, is that we have the winners come on as youth ambassadors. And so I deal with them. I do some mentoring and some support for them. I get them roped into the next awards. And, through Awareness Ties, I help raise awareness of the wonderful things that they're doing as well. On top of that, we're just about to launch our ethical sustainable marketplace, which is Beyond Bamboo. And then, as you said, I'm involved in Phoenix Rising, which is a feminine consciousness movement, basically, and a network. So quite a bit.
And I really, the big question is, what do you do after breakfast? I mean, no, that's amazing. And I love the fact that once they have the youth have an award, then it's not just, there you go, it's actually brought into a community then to help other people. It's an evergreen process.
That's right. And it's supposed to be for a year, but most of them don't leave because they enjoy being on with us. So that's beautiful. It's a really wonderful thing for me to watch them grow as well.
That's lovely. That really is. And, you then get to see the progression, and then, that wonderful, really, really lovely synergy there. So awesome. Oh my goodness, I knew you were good, but my goodness, we're only a few minutes in. So now we're going to go completely off reservation, which is my favorite bit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, be scared, be very scared. But as Jack McGuire kindly said, and I told him he must patent this line, this is the part where it takes you, rather than taking you out of your comfort zone, it's going to take you into your comfort zone.
Okay.
So, blame Jack if you don't feel comfortable afterwards. So I'm going to bring in my official random. Okay, it's a bingo thing, I know. And so I'm going to pick some numbers. If the balls don't roll off, you see it. You can tell it's live. Here we go. All right. It's all part of the mystery. You like that?
I love it. I think it's brilliant.
Right. So these are random numbers, and I have a set of random questions, and we're going to have a play. So okay. Number 59. I'm not going to ask you if you're ready, because I don't care. So here we go. So, number 59. Who is your favorite cartoon character?
Danger Mouse.
And bonus point, do an impersonation.
Oh, I don't think I can. It's been so long, Paul. I can't even remember. But I literally love Danger Mouse so much that my mum bought me a giant toy version of it, which my sisters and I used to dress up, and at one time threw out of the bedroom window, and my mum thought it was one of us. But Danger Mouse for definite, without a shadow of a doubt. In fact, my parents, on my 30th birthday, we had a dressing up big party, and they dressed up as Danger Mouse and Penfold.
Oh. How did they get the eyebrows so they don't actually touch the character? Because that was
well, he had a skull cap on and the big glasses and everything. They didn't quite achieve the eyebrows, but my mum was Danger Mouse, which was the best thing ever.
I love that. Oh wow, well that's cool. And you see where we've set the bar now. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So number 65. Let's see what this one has behind it. Oh, have you met a celebrity or hero, and have you been starstruck?
I wouldn't say I've been starstruck, but I have definitely met some celebrities. I've met Matt Damon when he was doing the Bourne, I think it was Supremacy, and my husband and I snuck into the into the after party, and I went up to him and told him that I liked his films, and told him that we'd snuck into the party. And he offered me a drink, and I laughed and said, "Oh, it's a free bar." And then I found out afterwards, when I was working on the film, that he'd paid for the bar. He'd paid for the whole party. So he really had bought me a drink.
Well, hey, it's Jason. He knew what was going to happen next.
Of course.
There you go.
Jason Bourne would have snuck in through the sea too, right?
Well, of course he would. But he would have taken out everyone who would have been security on the way. So you did it a lot more.
So I didn't do that. So that's better, right?
Yeah, no, you no body count where you went. So that's good. That's good. We like that. So, right, number 74. We're on a roll here. I'm loving this.
You're finding out some random facts about me that I was not expecting to be divulging.
This is good. This is good. What would your name be if it was your or one of your family's middle names? So your middle name, and then a childhood favorite food. So your middle name or a family one, and then put that together with your favorite food.
I guess just Jade's chocolate, because I just loved chocolate when I was younger.
Well, that sound. I think we could work that. That's your Jason Bourne alias.
Jade chocolate. I can make it work.
Oh, well, it's better than Basildon Bond. So there we go. For my American friends, that's a writing stationery thing. So
okay.
Yes. God, I'm too quick. I leave myself behind. Number 13. It's my lucky number. Oh, this is great. Now I really like to hear this. What is the worst pickup line you have ever heard?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I think the standard "get your coat you've pulled," which literally never works.
Have you used it?
No.
Oh. Okay. Well, leave that one with you. That's another show. Right. Number 22. Trust me, we will stop this torture in a moment, but I'm kind of enjoying it. What is one fact? What is one fact about you that most people would never guess?
Oh gosh, there's quite a few. I was on a spaceship in one of the Doctor Who episodes, and I got blown up by pyrotechnics.
You get around a bit. There was always a bit of Jason there.
Yeah.
So you got on. You got and blown up more.
I got blown up. The pyrotechnics guy did laugh and joke about how we were expendable, and it wouldn't matter if he got the pyrotechnics wrong, and then he did. And so we were doing the whole spaceship thing, and the wrong pyro went off, and it burnt me on my neck. But unfortunately, because I'm a seasoned pro, I was able to hide it and just carry on and finish the scene.
You, my friend, are a trooper. Jason would be proud of you.
Good. I hope so.
So
You might find me another drink at his free bar.
Well, yeah, no, you deserve more than a free drink after that. You compensation. No, anyway, so number 37. What is your dream destination and why?
Oh, God, there's so many places I'd like to go. I lived in India for 3 years and I really, really loved it there. I don't really know. I'd really like to go to New Zealand at some point. And just because it's so diverse, you know, and just to go and experience that, because I think that, you know, having not been there, I don't know for sure, but a really beautiful place. But to be honest with you, Paul, I'd like to go everywhere at some point. Obviously not right now, but as soon as we're able to, I'd like to, that's something I'd really like to do, visit everywhere and experience everything.
I know you've got this insatiable curiosity, so that makes a lot of sense. I have been to New Zealand many years ago, and it is amazing. So a big shout out to any New Zealanders watching. We love you, even though we're over the other side of the planet, and you beat us at rugby occasionally. So last one, because you've done so well. You've done so well. Now, number 8. Let's have a look. What has been one of your happiest moments in your life?
Well, obviously when my children were born, because that is a really magical thing to happen. And aside from that, there have been so many. I'm so blessed to have some of the most beautiful human beings in the world as part of my life, that I don't think I could count just one. I mean, just for one example, my 40th birthday, we had a friend's beautiful rye farm, and she's got all of these amazing buildings. And it was like a magical fairyland for this entire weekend. You know, I zip wired out the tree with fairy wings on and all sorts of absolutely I know you're not surprised to hear that now after hearing everything else, but it was truly magical. It was such a beautiful experience that when I walked away from it, I had to keep reminding myself that it actually happened. So I'd say that's really up there, definitely.
Disclaimer now for anything you say after this point, I'm not going to be surprised about. Okay. So let's now turn back to Unplugged, and I'm really curious how and what brought you to Awareness Ties?
Well, I knew you were going to ask me that question, so I checked back through my emails, which is the only way I've got any recollection of time now with everything else going on. But I actually met Jack and Ali almost a year ago to the day. It was the 23rd of August. Isn't that funny? And then here I am doing an interview. And it was Kent Speakman from Connect TV. I don't know if you've met him yet, but he's an excellent connector, and he just puts people together because he knows that they will have stuff to do and stuff to talk about. And so we met to talk predominantly about the Global Youth Awards. And then I joke about the fact that I became an accidental columnist, because I don't actually remember us having a conversation about me ending up doing 2 features a month. It just kind of happened. So it's like I'm an accidental columnist now, and I absolutely love it and wouldn't change it for the world.
Well, to be honest, and I've seen and I've looked back at some of your articles. They are amazing, and the photography as well. I mean, to be honest.
Well, that's not my doing. That's the photos that they send me. I can't take credit for that one.
Well, the overall, I'm not going to let you run behind that. The overall, it is wonderful. So no, it really, really great contributions, and I know that you're working very hard at the moment with the current situation with the whole Kabul, Afghanistan moment, and you are, fingers crossed, got a youth ambassador who you are hoping that he's going to make it safer.
I'm doing everything I can. And again, you know, when I said about the youth ambassadors and that they're my responsibility, I take my responsibility for the youth ambassadors very seriously. So when I find out that any of them have got anything that they need, then I'll do whatever I can. And obviously this is definitely the most extreme situation of me trying to help one of them out, but I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop until we make it work. It's a frightening situation, and it's very, very serious. and he's very, very frightened. So if I can do anything, even just chatting to him on a daily basis to let him know and give him updates on where we are, then I'll do everything I can.
That's beautiful. And you know, I know we all send our warmest thoughts, safest thoughts to all our brothers and sisters who are in danger there at the moment. So let's hope that when we look back at this, that actually it's going to be something we can actually just say, yeah, well, we were able to play a part. So
yeah, I really hope so. I'd really love to be able to sit down and have a conversation with him about it at some point. Yeah, I'm putting all of my energy into that. That's where we're going to go with it.
Awesome. Well, this kind of leads very nicely into the word awareness. Now, what does the word awareness mean to you?
It's a huge word, first and foremost, you know, because it encompasses so much, doesn't it, really? And I think the thing is that awareness for me is about, as human beings, we go through life and we've got our own stuff. And because we're in our own stuff all of the time, we don't look out of that very often. And so we have awareness about what we've gone through, which other people don't. And it's about showing everybody that there's other people's lives and that they've got stuff going on. And also there's quite a lot of things that people don't like to talk about, or people are embarrassed to talk about. And actually it's so vital that we share those stories with people, because not only by sharing can you help other people, but also, like with the youth ambassadors, obviously, you know, I use Awareness Ties as a platform to celebrate the amazing things that they're doing. And actually, you know, these are young people that are incredible and they deserve to be appreciated. So I think the awareness is a big word, it's a massive word, but it's about helping people to understand that they're not the only thing in the universe, and that they need to understand everything in the universe in order to be truly human, I think, if that's an answer.
No, it's a beautiful answer, because actually you're right. It's very easy to get, you know, blinkers on, just thinking, but these big events show us that we are far more connected than we realize, and even that is an awareness itself. So no, I think it's a wonderful answer, and actually very, 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 very special meaning to the word. So thank you very much for that. It's yeah, love it. So okay, we're now going to, I'm going to, the royal we, me, I'm going to ask you, has there been an unplugged, a aha and a big revelation that you would like to share with us, which has affected your life?
Well, I think really coming and working for Roundtable. So my sister and I, when we were little, we used to have a hammock outside in the back garden, and we used to lie out under the stars with a blanket, because we're in Britain and it's cold, and we talk about all the things that we weren't okay with in the world, and the things that needed to change about humanity. And that's just as young girls, you know, we could see that humanity wasn't working in the way that it was, the way that it needed to. And so, you know, years later, I guess, in my 30s, I was working in PR and marketing, doing a 9-to-5 job, which, you know, I was doing because I was doing it. And then my sister, who runs Roundtable Global, Tiffany, she kept asking me to come on these programs, which I now deliver. And I was like, no, I'm too busy. And I went on to the Shine program, and it was 3 days, and it was the most profound experience and life altering experience. And it fundamentally changed me as a human being, like overnight, completely changed, because of the philosophies and the things that we drop into the programs. And so first and foremost, I went home changed. I cried pretty much for the 3 days, because I was so lost as a human being. I was so stuck in the surface of 9 to 5 and, you know, day to day, that I hadn't gone any deeper into myself. And I think that, you know, and I would actively encourage that everybody do that, because it's really important. And once I did, I discovered that actually there was a beautiful child inside. that still wanted to be playful and still wanted to have fun. And so I went home changed, but then also to the point that I wanted to give that gift to people, that I wanted to be the one to do that. And now that's my life. So, you know, the program that I've just been running in Oman for the last 2 days, and in Yemen the week before, and, you know, all over the world, our participants come away from it and they say, this has been a life-changing experience. And so that definitely, it went from, as a child, that's what I want to do. I want to help create change, and I want to be a change maker and make things happen, to getting completely lost for a period of time, which I say completely lost. I got married, I had children, you know, I had a wonderful time, but to actually finding Tanith. And that was a magical moment. So yeah, definitely that would be it for me.
But that's such a wonderful journey there, because there's a lot of people who are stuck in that wilderness at the moment. And so by seeing how much energy that lights you up, just by talking about that, the energy is just pouring out. And I'm
passionate about it, can you tell?
Well, yeah, it's just one of the things you do. No, I mean, but you know, there's no substitute for first-hand experience.
Yeah, that's right.
And for you to feel that, and then feel it so deeply that you want to give it to somebody else to do, that's a magical gift there.
And my work wife, as I call her, Olpa, who delivers a lot of the training with me, we were on that Shine program together. And so now we went through that experience together, and now we're giving that experience to everybody. And the feedback that we get generally is, well, they call us PB&J, peanut butter and jelly, but also they say, we can feel how passionate you are. And what we say is, of course we are, because we've experienced it. And so what we are doing is not just telling you, it's not like a leadership program where we're just telling you, you know, to walk taller or speak louder. We're telling you, we're giving you the tools that you need to fundamentally change your life, like we have had given to us. You know, it's passing on that gift.
That's amazing. And passing that torch on, there is no better feeling of, because they're going to go on and impact a whole load of other people who we don't know, we haven't, and that is where, when you say about change, I do believe, and you know, with Awareness Ties, it's that passing that story, that passion which you and I and other people have, onto somebody else to also pass that on.
Yeah, we talk about it as a pebble in a pond. So we put the pebble in the pond when we work with these people, and then the ripple effects as they go out, because even when they come back after day 2, one of their homeworks is to notice what's different. And they come back and they talk about how the conversations at home are completely different, how they're much more open-minded, and how people have said to them, oh, you're really different today, because they're changing just in one day. So yeah, it's the pebble in the pond, and it's a beautiful thing to be a part of.
Wow, that is amazing. I can feel that I'm being gripped by it as well, just by being around you. So, you know, I know that the viewers will also be feeling that too. So thank you, that's amazing. Now this is going to be quite interesting on the heels of that. Have you got a mantra or an inspiring quote which you go to, or is one which pops up in your mind?
Well, my go-to quote always used to be, if you want a rainbow, then you've got to put up with rain. But actually, as my life has progressed, I would say, get that rainbow, go dance in the rain, because that is better, right?
Well, the rainbow's all very pretty to look at, but actually the action part of actually having fun whilst it's doing that, I think, it makes a lot of a very poetic sense. So
thank you.
I like that. Very nice. No, I next time it rains, I will think of that. I will so we'll carry on. And so I get sidetracked. So I wonder if you could take us then to a time where things weren't as sunshine and rainbows, but there's sort of an adversity, a setback, or something you've had to overcome. If you could share that with us.
Well, again, I think, you know, I don't don't live my life in that way now, in terms of I don't see anything that I've experienced as a mistake or a setback, because life is a beautiful, rich tapestry. And you need all of the colours for the tapestry if you really want it to be beautiful, and for people to, to really appreciate it. And I think that's the thing, like some of the stories that are shared in awareness ties and stuff like that, that people can look back to and go, that was an awful period of my life. But actually, with hindsight, if you look back on any situation, you can go, if I hadn't done that, then I wouldn't have got here. And so I would say that every single experience that I've had in my life is a beautiful one, even if I didn't think it at the time, because I wouldn't be the human being sat in front of you right now if I hadn't experienced it. So yes, there have been times where, things have felt slightly tough. I wouldn't say there's ever been a time that I've been, that I can, yeah, it's all part of the experience, right? It's a roller coaster, and we've got to enjoy the whole ride.
It's so true, and it's very easy to get lost in that moment, be lost in the chapter you're reading, rather than actually realize that there's still plenty more chapters yet to come. So I love it. And that there's so much talked about. We have collectively been going, or are in troubled times, but it's needed for whatever reasons we don't know yet.
Yeah, 100%. The thing is that the world needed to put us all in time out because we were not behaving very well.
Yeah.
And so, the world needs to heal. And if humans can't listen and act, then then the world's got to do something about it. But also, it's made people understand how important connections are. There's so much good that's going to come out of this. And I know that a lot of people are feeling anxious and fearful about the situation, but it is going to be a game changer in such a beautiful way. And it's Phoenix rising. It's like the Phoenix rising out of the ashes, right? The dragon's got to burn it all down before the Phoenix can rise. And so I think that's where we're coming to right now. And I think it's a beautiful thing. I mean, it's been hard, of course. I'm not saying that we would want it to happen, but actually it's going to create so much change in the world, and that I find quite exciting.
You're so right. Trauma or traumatic events, we rarely choose them to happen, but the growth that happens during and then afterwards, and I think you're right. And it's going to be an exciting time to see which bits we're going to walk forward with. And so I wholeheartedly agree. Wonderful answer. Thank you. So because you're a rock star, live from England, and I would like to know, what is one of your favorite songs and why?
Okay, so again, I'm not very good at answering these properly, Armo, but the thing is with music is that so many songs have so many meaning, so much meaning for different situations. A song is like a mood. So you need different songs for different moods. If I had to say what song that from City of Angels, the whole soundtrack, In the Arms of an Angel, my daughter was born to, so I could say that. But actually my dad, who passed away a couple of years ago, he was a songwriter. And I've got a flash drive here with all of his songs that he used to write on the back of envelopes, and which I've actually got one of here. So I would say my favorite song currently is this one, which is in my father's handwriting.
Oh,
still the way that he put it, and it's "You're young, you're mine, and you're happy." And I love it because it's, every time I look at that, my father's handwriting was very unique to him, and every time I look at that, I can hear the song in my head, and I also feel a deep connection towards him because it's his handwriting there.
That is wonderful. What do you mean you don't answer the questions? That was brilliant. You've been spending too much time on the other side of the microphone. That's what.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
So look, tell me, what are you working on now? I know we've got the current situation at hand, but what other things is there, just tell me what you've been working on. I can't.
Okay, all right. So the Global Youth Awards, which are going to be running on the 4th of December this year, we're just working on that. We've got artists from all over everyone has to be 11 to 25, and I'll actually mention that now. Nominate anybody who's 11 to 25 that's doing good in the world for the Global Youth Awards. They can be anywhere in the world. We've got youth performers from all over the world, youth judging panel, MCs, which are most of them are our global youth ambassadors that are coming back, and we get them to come back and judge and do other things as well. So I'm working on that, and we've got nominations in from all over the world. Literally had one in from Jamaica the other day, so the word is spreading about them. So I'm working on that, and that's shaping up really nicely. We are developing some new programs. We've just developed a community leadership program, which we've started delivering in Haringey in London, which is quite exciting. And that's really bringing communities together to help them to create projects for change so that they can build their communities up. Because quite often in a community, even though people might know each other, quite often the right hand doesn't know what the left hand's doing. And so it's about connecting the dots and helping those communities work together. We're just about to launch the ethical, sustainable marketplace Beyond Bamboo, and obviously writing features for Awareness Ties, which I've got my next 2 interviews lined up to do. So not a lot.
No, it's to say, I was looking at my nails halfway. Lots and lots of stuff going, but it's all very aligned. There's nothing there which they're all very much, as you say, connecting the dots. You can actually very easily see that the continuation of stuff. Awesome stuff. Well, look, and sadly, we've come to the end, and I know that we will carry on chatting afterwards. But wow, what a wonderful lady! I'm going to try and sum up. No, this is going to be nice, I promise. So, Jasonette Bourne here, who got blown up by pyrotechnics, but that's fine. Danger Mouse. There's a sense of danger, but actually, the real magic of what actually is going here is being able to communicate this through to the next generations, to actually make sure that their children and their children's children leave the place in a better place than hopefully they found it, which was what we also want to do. So I do applaud you for reaching forward to the future and helping that be secure. So thank you so much for your wonderful work which you're doing.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you so much for having me. It's been really, really good fun. I've really enjoyed it. It's actually nice being on the other side. I've decided I don't mind it so much after.
There you go. Right. Yeah. Okay, guys, you heard. It's open season for interviews. Just in case anyone was holding back. No, thank you once again. And if the viewers have been inspired by what Tanith is doing, please reach out, get in touch, support. If there's somebody who you think would also fit for the award nomination, go ahead, because the recognition is part of the process. So thank you once again, and I will let you carry on saving the planet, and thank you for taking time out to sit with us. And until next time, everyone, we will see you again at another AwareNow Unplugged. Make sure to keep your eyes on what Tanith's up to, and goodbye for now. Thank you once again, Tanith.
Thanks, Paul.